And we are so happy to be joined by France's #1 ranked pickleball player, Jay Devilliers, the Flying Frenchman, right here on our desk. Awesome stuff to see you here, Jay. Obviously, you dreamed of growing up playing tennis at Roland Garros, but what's
100%.
it like to play pickleball at Roland Garros?
You know, it's something special, that's for sure. I mean, I'm so excited to be here, seeing pickleball, taking new horizons, here being in France at one of the Grand Slams. So it's just so exciting. And me being French especially, it's a special moment, meeting all those celebrities that I grew up watching and testing pickleball. So yeah, no, it's special for sure.
Jay, it's such a pleasure to see you. I haven't seen you since the draft in Vegas.
Yes,
that was
it
was a very fun time. MLP was booming at that point. My question for you is, I want to ask you about MLP, but tennis and pickleball, they go hand in hand.
Yes.
So there are lots of people who play both. With such a history in both, can you talk about similarities and also the big differences?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like, again, I played tennis all my life before starting pickleball. I was almost reluctant to play pickleball. I was like, this is a small court, too good for this. And then I tested it, loved it, and now I'm playing full-time on the tour and almost not touching a tennis racket, just occasionally. But I think the similarities are, you know, you're playing ground stroke, you're hitting volleys, you're being competitive. There are a lot of things that translate so well right away, but then it's also very different. Like in terms of strategy, you have to be more patient, you have to do top spin volleys instead of slice volleys in tennis. So things like this, you're always looking to move more laterally, always facing forward, not cross-stepping. So all those things make the sport so different, but also so accessible for everyone at the same time. So we are, you know, it goes very well on both hands. Like you can play both at the same time, and you know, I actually think they work well together. That you improve your net game in tennis when you play pickleball, and your physicality is much better in tennis because it's a bigger court, so it helps both hands.
Now, you've gotten to take part in a bunch of different formats in pickleball as well. You can play individual tournaments where doubles is more prioritized, and then of course there are the team events in MLP, which has become very popular. Do you have a preference? I find some of the individual players in tennis, they love the team aspect of things.
You know, as you know, I play all three events, doubles, mixed, and men's doubles. I play as a team. So my favorite event is the one I win. So I'm very simple.
Spoken like a champion.
So no, but honestly, they're all different. The team aspect is totally different. It's a different vibe. It's way more energy, and you want to do well for your team. Singles events is just all about you. So it's more like tennis for me. You know, I love to find myself competing again in the same similarities of tennis. And then doubles and mix, again, different format, more strategy involved. So all are very fun for me. I don't have a preference. It's more the one I do the best. I can refer to this one. Maybe this weekend it's mixed double. Maybe next weekend it's men double. Maybe it's a team event.
I like that.
You get the trophy, it's your favorite one.
Absolutely.
That's right. That's
Absolutely
right.
makes sense. Here with Jay Devilliers, who played college tennis at Wichita State, now a pickleball superstar in America. Pickleball, fastest growing sport.
Yes.
How do you see it catching on here in France?
I think it's going to be the same way. Like in America, I started in 2019. 2020 was the year I decided to go fully pro on the PPA tour. I feel like seeing how quickly it grew there, I have the same feeling about France. I feel like it's a sport that reach out to all ages, multi-generational, as we know. My kids, 5 and 6 and 1.5, they play a little bit of pickleball. My grandpa is 90, he's playing pickleball too. I feel like everyone can find their moment and have a good time all together. So I feel like France is just a matter of time that players need to see it more here. It's not that you know, accessible yet, and just seeing it here at the French Open, I think that's going to be something that really will boost the sport and eventually really catch on like in the US. Maybe not at the same scale yet, but in the next 2-3 years, we're going to see a massive growth, in my opinion.
Okay, Jay, I'm going to get a little selfish here and ask for a tip here. I'm going to go a little technical. Hopefully this can help everyone at home also. In tennis, now, we want to go through the opponent a lot. So you want to hit big from the baseline, come into the net, really punch off the volleys. When I get to the kitchen, you know, I start cooking a little too much.
Yes.
So there's a little bit of a different strategy in pickle.
I understand. I mean, with those big guns, I will probably try to do the same thing.
You know, you're not supposed to come to the desk showing all your stuff, and you came showing your stuff to the desk. You know, got me a little sensitive.
No, that's for sure. Like the strategy becomes really, really important, because if you're trying to go through your opponent's pickleball, it's a lot about hands, so they are going to counter you. So it's more finding your zones, picking your targets, being smart and creative at times. And yeah, that's why the sport gets so much more fun when you get a higher level, is that you know, you have to learn patterns of your opponents, the challenges, and all those things. So I feel like the best advice is look at the best players and look how they're patient at times and how sometimes they're less patient, but there is always a reason why they do this. It's because they pick on the weaknesses of their opponents and just, you know, isolate that as much as possible. So always relate on your strength, isolate your weaknesses.
Use the dinks too.
Yes.
Now maybe you can be a champion in pickleball.
I don't know. I mean, this guy is extremely skilled. You know, I told you these days I'm built for show, not for go. So I don't know.
You were doing a clinic. I think you may have even hit with Martina Navratilova, with Violia. Tell us about that.
Yeah, no, it was exceptional to see Martina Navratilova, obviously a fantastic player in tennis, as we know. I mean, for me, it was a pleasure to be able to be on the court with such a champion, and I felt like she had a good time, which I wasn't sure how it was going to be, and it felt like she enjoyed it, and yeah, she said it was fun to play with good players, so I'm glad she considered me a good player. Hopefully next time I will hit some tennis balls with her, but yeah, I think it's amazing having Violia, you know, partnering with the PPA, as we know, and here being involved also in France and growing. They're such a big world leader in the green sport, and I think we need that kind of partnership in the future for our sport to make it even more promising and growing here in France as well. So we had also Amelie Mauresmo joining and playing as a French president. Yeah. Other big names as well, like Tatiana Golovin and Émilie Loy trying it out. Pauline Parmentier, some French players. So again, like, it's great to see all those legends of the sport of tennis trying pickleball.
Very cool, very cool. You're an awesome ambassador for the sport of pickleball. We love seeing you on Pickleball TV. Wish you the best of luck. PPA, MLP, everything you're doing, Jay. Thanks for spending some time with us.
Thank you for having me, guys.